Are you ready to take your sewing skills to the next level? In today's step-by-step tutorial, I'll show you exactly how to cut and stitch two of the most elegant and versatile necklines, the sweetheart neckline and the plunging V-neck. Whether you're designing a special dress or updating your favorite top, these techniques will open up a world of fashion possibilities. If you've ever wondered how to get smooth, professional-looking curves and crisp, daring V-points, you're in the right place. I'll guide you through every step, from marking and cutting to that final, satisfying press, including the pro tips to avoid wavy edges and puckering fabric. So let's grab your fabric, pattern, and the essential tools, and remember, stay with me till the end, because I'll be sharing bonus tips that will make any neckline finish look designer made. Back Cutting and stitching, sweetheart neckline. Let's begin with the classic sweetheart neckline. First, lay your fabric right sides together and fold it along the center front. Place your bodice pattern piece on this fold. Measure out 4 inches horizontally from the center front neckline. This sets the width of your heart shape. From the base of the neck at the shoulder, measure down 7.5 inches, or your desired depth, and mark this point. Draw a vertical guideline between the upper neck and the depth you just marked. From that center, drop down an extra half in. CH for that lovely heart dip. Using a French curve or freehand, sketch a soft sweeping curve from the shoulder mark out to the width and then down to meet the center dip. Mirror this on both sides so the curves are even. Add a shoulder slope, about 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch for a natural look. Connect it smoothly to the neckline. Double-check your markings for symmetry, then carefully cut out the neckline along your drawn lines. For a lasting finish, I recommend lightweight interfacing on the neckline. Next, cut a facing piece to match your new neck shape. Now, to stitch, sew the shoulder seams of both the bodice and the facing. Place the facing and bodice right sides together and pin all around the neckline, matching each curve. Stitch with a 1/4 inch seam. It's important to go slow around the curves for smoothness. After sewing, make small notches into the curves and clip the center dip very carefully, just to the stitch line. This prevents puckering once turned. Flip the fasten G to the inside and press everything flat. For a flawless edge, understitch the facing close to the seam line. Finally, tack the facing at the shoulders to secure it. Cutting and stitching, plunging V-neck. Next, let's create a plunging V-neck, perfect for bold, modern styles. Begin with your fabric folded and pattern piece placed just like before. Mark the desired V depth. For a dramatic plunge, measure 7 to 9 inches down from the neck at center front. Mark the width of the neckline. Usually about 3 to 4 inches from each side of the neck edge. Connect these shoulder marks to the deep center mark with a straight edge, forming a clean V. Add a 1/4 inch seam allowance outside your V lines. Cut along the marked line, taking extra care at the V point. Prepare a matching facing piece for the V-neck. Before joining, stay stitched just inside your stitching line around the neckline. This step keeps the V from stretching out of shape. Sew the shoulder seams of the bodice and facing. With right sides together, pin the facing to the neckline, focusing on perfect alignment at the V point. Sew with a 1/4 inch seam, pivoting neatly at the bottom of the V. Once stitched, clip into the V point, stopping just before the thread, This ensures your point turns crisp when flipped. Turn the facing inside using a point turner at the V and press flat. Understitch along the facing for durability and a smooth edge, then tack down. You're facing at the shoulder seams. Before we wrap up, here are a few bonus tips for flawless neckline finishes. Always press as you go. A hot iron is your best friend for professional results. Notch curves and clip corners wherever the fabric curves inward or forms a sharp angle. If working with delicate or stretchy fabric, use interfacing to prevent distortion. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this tutorial helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more sewing tips and techniques. Drop any questions you have in the comments below. I love hearing from you and I'm always here to help. And don't forget, the more you practice, the more your necklines and your confidence will shine. Happy sewing and see you in the next video.